Hey everyone. Hey, how you doing? It's Monday. I've already been working on some stuff for about an hour, some phone calls, which obviously I can't do when we're live. Can't do some phone calls when we're live for obvious reasons. Obvious reasons, of course. Can't reveal secret information when I'm talking to clients about problems. God, can you imagine if I was to start sharing secret info? Oh dear, what a world, hey, what a world we live in. Right, just got to quickly edit a video I've just quickly shot. And I want to get out there as soon as possible, really. It's not going to take long to edit. Just got to edit out a few little chunks of that video. And then that video's kind of done. Just move that over there. Should be all okay. Should be good. Should be good. How's everyone, though? How are you all doing? You all feeling good today? Hey, Jason, you all right, mate? Just quickly done a review video for someone, Ibrahim, who sent it to me on... when did he send it to me? Saturday he sent it, so I've done a review and I've got to quickly stick it on for him. Meant to be starting a job today, but I don't know if I've got all the details to do it. I don't think I've had the content, so I really can't start it. But I've got to quickly edit one video. It won't take long to edit because I've just got to... there's only about 3 or 4 moments where I stop. And because it's a site review video, it doesn't have to be totally perfect because I'm kind of not making it up, but it feels more... It's because I'm just doing a live... not a live review. I'm just doing a review, if that makes sense. So reviews are always a little bit... they don't have to be as polished, if that makes sense. I think that makes sense. So just got to delete some bits of voice out here. And once this is edited, hopefully I can get it out onto YouTube super quick. Because I don't like to keep people waiting. This one, just want to get it out the door. Because this site I reviewed, there's definitely a problem on the homepage. Every time you refresh the homepage, the image takes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds to load up. There was a delay of about 5 seconds. I'm going to try that again. Just got to get my editing right. Just get my editing right. Just do the... I'm going to try that again. So the image is taking about 3 to 4 seconds to load. Seconds. I'm going to try that again. So the image is taking... I've just got to, sorry, so you guys might hear this. If not, don't worry. I've just got to check the sound. So the image is taking about 3 to 4 seconds to load. Sometimes it's 2 seconds. Right, yeah, that's okay. That's coming through fine. The bass is okay. The bass is okay. It's all about the bass. No trouble. Got to check some... got to also just check some hosting renewals as well. Look for the gaps in your recording. Look for the gaps. Look for the gaps. Look for the gaps. Look for the... It's about there. Hey Dennis, how you doing? Just a really quick video I'm editing that I just shot before doing this, and then I had to make 2 phone calls. Bad news for one client. Another client, I don't know if they want to go forward with a job or not. They keep contacting me every now and again. They go, yeah, okay, let's get going. And I go, right, get me your content. And then they go quiet. And I keep saying to them, until I know you've got your content done, I'm not creating a contract for you. Because if I create a contract with a start date and an end date, I don't know if we're coming or going. So rather than me creating a contract and think, oh yeah, guaranteed income or whatever, I don't want to do that. Right. Okay, so hopefully I can get this done, edited, and onto YouTube in the next half hour, which will be a record when I do live chats, because I'm never that quick. When I do a live chat, I'm never that quick. Hey, Dennis. Oh, it's a pain in the butt, right? But you see, if I know a client is quite good and quick, I'll create the contract and then we get on with the work and planning and whatever. If I know I got a client who's a bit slow, I don't enter a contract. And I'll tell you why I don't enter a contract. Because this person first contacted us back in August 2021. And it then stopped. And then they contacted us again in October. And then it stopped. Then they contacted me again at the beginning of December. Then it stopped. Now they contacted me again on Friday. They just ring me up and go, oh yeah, can you get back in touch? No, you've got my email. They literally said on the phone, I got your last email, which I sent nearly 3 months ago now, beginning of December. And then he calls me up. Well, he's got my email. He can email me. And here's the danger. If I had entered a contract with him in August, right, I would be charging him for his website this amount of money. But now our prices are very different than what they were in August. So when he comes back to me, I'm going to say, sorry, mate, our prices are now double, maybe, whatever, than what they were in August. You don't have to work with us, but this is the play, this is the game, this is the way it is. But if we had done a contract in August, he might be holding me to that value. And if your values change, I don't want to do it. Hey, Marida, Sri Lanka. Hope you're okay. So, you know, if the client doesn't sort their act out over what they want, or you know they're going to provide what they need to provide so you can get rolling with it, I don't want to enter it. I don't want to enter a contract and start working. Because I'll tell you what, if they're slow on getting their content to you, imagine what it's going to be like when you need the homepage signed off, right? Or you need them to make a decision on the color palette or the look of the page and stuff like that. It just drags. Hey, Charlie. Just talking about how I got a client from August, not even a client. They've come back to us 3 times. They've tried to go cheaper places and they keep coming back to us, but they won't make a decision over their content. And until they do, we are not creating a contract for them. Because I'll tell you what, the price I gave them in August has definitely doubled if we start working with them now. And they're one of those people who are a little bit like, I'll pay you 40% at the start, and the remaining 60%, they want to pay 1 month after the job has been finished. So you'll finish the website, and then 1 month later, they're going to pay you. And I was like, no. We're not Littlewood's catalogue, buy now, pay later, all right? I prefer perfect clients, Dennis. I want my perfect clients. So like I said, I'm just really super quickly editing this video. Super quickly editing. because I just want to get this one out. I think I've got to drop the sound quality on this a little bit. All of these pitches are a bit loud. A tad bit loud, I must say. Let's get it to about 75%. 75%. That sounds good now, yeah. Sorry for that high-pitched voice. Exactly, it's red flag. This is the client who doesn't want a menu. They just want to have 20 pages, and you got to go through one page to get to another page, to get to another page, to get to another page, to get to another page. And I'm like, why? This is the person who wants to have a page per age range for tennis. 5 to 7, 7 to 9, whatever, do that. And I'm like, just have one page for children. And you have all your services. Have a page for adult. Not And he goes, oh, but it helps people know what they're looking for. I went, no, it doesn't. I said, if I'm a parent and I've got 4 kids that want to play tennis and they're all different age ranges, I've got to go to 4 pages. Back and forth, back and forth. Just have it on one page. Simple and easy. Yeah, do you want to do it now? Like live, or do you want to post it in the mastery group so everyone could see it, or do you just want to email me a screenshot of your template or whatever, Charlie? It's whatever works for you. You can even do it here live, we can either do it on the mastery, or you can just send it to me privately and I'll look at it without sharing. It's what works for you. Can do? Which one? Which one, Charlie? Which one? Can do? Which one? If you're happy for me to do it live, I can do it live. I can quickly do it live if you want, you know. But I won't do live unless you're sure about it, you know. I don't want to put you on the spot, if that makes sense. Just quickly edit this video. Sorry if I go silent. I'm just quickly getting the edit to be spot on perfect. So you got to like study it with your eyes. Yeah, that's right. I'm so crazy with my editing sometimes. Yeah, right, that's right. But how's everyone doing on Monday? I hope everyone out there is safe. You know, what a world we live in now. What a world. There's a lot of things happening that have got me really mad. But what a game, hey, yesterday, Charlie. What a game. I mean, my stress levels. I think whoever won, whoever lose, I thought it was an amazing game yesterday from both sides. God, it was like... It's probably one of the most exciting games I've seen in a very long time. I mean, God. You know, it's such a good game. Oh, cool, yeah. Well, if you want to, you know... I think that was the thing about yesterday. I think even though Chelsea, they were runners up, but I think they can hold their head up high because it was amazing game, amazing. And God, can you imagine if the Premiership was like that all the time? God, I mean, it was just crazy, crazy stuff, I have to say. Thank God for the linesman, hey? It was. I mean, it was just so unpredictable, wasn't it? It was just so unpredictable. And when you look at the stats of the game at the end and how many chances both teams had, on target, off target, I mean, the goalkeeping from both was just I'm not going to talk about Kepa. Forget Kepa. But, oh my God, Mendy is... I'm a Liverpool fan. I support Liverpool. So I'm happy. But that Mendy goalkeeper, I mean, even in other games I've seen him in, he is a beast of a goalkeeper. He is so relentless in what he can pull off and do, So, like, yeah, Charlie's a Chelsea fan. Charlie's a Chelsea fan. Poor Charlie. Poor Charlie. If I could give you a flower emoji, I would, but I'm not. Right, let's just export this video so that this video is ready to get uploaded onto YouTube. So Jason spent a fair amount of time on redesign and trying to make the page faster. While it's not 100% yet, would you mind having a glance in your own time? See if Jason, can you email me a link? And the reason I say that is because I clean my emails up all the time. So once I've dealt with a review or something, I delete them. Yeah, so just email me again. Okay, just have a quick look. I won't do it live. I'll just have a quick look, all right, and go, yeah, okay, yeah. Yay or nay. I'll let you off, Marida, because you're a Chelsea fan too. Don't worry, I'm not going to block you from the channel. Glad to have you here, okay? But it was an amazing game. Amazing game. I nearly rang up LBC radio station before I did the live chat just to have a rant about something, but I can't. I'm not even going to talk about it, but it's just about everything that's going on in the world. Nothing to do with football. Because like, sometimes I think journalism, I just wish they would switch their brains on sometimes. Like, it's pretty obvious what's going on, but so many people are seeing it wrong, and they believe the wrong because that's what's being spun. 2 blues in the group, hey? 2 blues. That's why I feel cold. Brings the temperature down, doesn't it, when things are blue? Ah, cool, Jason. Yeah, send us the link. Send us the link. Where's the email gone? So I'm just quickly sending an email. Send the content. That's right, Charlie. You bring the temperature down. It's freezing now, you know. Freezing, mate. Freezing. Don't you want one, 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 don't you want somebody to love? Oh, Marida. Okay, Marida, just hold on a second. Let me send you the details of that. How can you join the group? Here's how you can join the group. Like this. Here you go. Here you go. There's the Mastery membership. Charlie, on the post, would you put more ads in the copy? It depends. So, what are the adverts for? Number one. Number two, are the adverts anything to do with your website or the post? Number two. Number three, are the adverts going to piss people off? So I get really peeved off when I go to a website and they've got a really good post about, say, I don't know, it might be about MacBooks, say, right? And then it's got a post of an erotic female dating site, or it's got a post of someone picking their nose, trimming their nose hair. I don't know, right? And I'm like, what the heck? What the heck? Because in my head, I go a bit like, right, a child or someone in their teens, whatever, might have come onto this website to read about something. In fact, there was a website called, what was it called? MakingStarWars.net, I think it was called. And the website started off just before The Force Awakens came out. It was a website, and it was every day was new Star Wars stuff, and it had really good stuff on spoilers, filming. Like people taking a bit of a photograph where they were shooting when they were building the Millennium Falcon for The Force Awakens, all that stuff. But every advert on that website was proper hardcore erotica. Proper hardcore. And I'm like thinking, there will be kids that have typed in Star Wars making new film and their website was right at the top of Google, and that's what your advert. But if you're doing Google ads, I'm one of those where, like, it's trying to get the advert to be, hey Mark, I've just sent you an email. Content about the content for that website. Did we ever, other than the images, I got the images and the video, but the actual content, wording and all of that. Google Ads, yeah, as long as they're relevant, I think. Because I don't know, I never click on adverts on the website anymore, and I know quite a lot of people that are like that, because I don't know. I think if it's an advert which is more associated with diving or something, then it might work. In fact, you're probably better off putting like an image which shows off flippers or something, snorkeling gear, which is a link to an Amazon product, and you've gone to Amazon affiliate, you Google it, you set up an affiliate account, and then you pick all the products and then you promote them, and then you'll get money for them. However, it depends on the affiliate program you're using. I don't know, Google adverts on websites, it's a weird one. It's a weird one, that. Go on, send us what you want. Send us what you want, because I know there's no way of getting rid of you, so send me what you want. Even if I wanted to get rid of you, I couldn't. You're always there, Charlie, aren't you? You're always there. You're always there in the background, Charlie. You know, just like Chelsea yesterday. They were there in the background. They were there. I should have come today dressed up like Jurgen Klopp, shouldn't I? For the live chat. I should have dressed like Jurgen Klopp. You're here to stay. Of course you are. We don't want you going anywhere, mate. We don't want you anywhere. You're one of our trustees. Well, not completely, but you know. You're integral to the future of the world. Or was that Coca-Cola? That was Coca-Cola, I think. We are the future of the world. We had to sing that in choir once. I was in the choir. And it was great. I liked being in the choir. It was the school choir, though. But yeah, I was in the choir. It was cool. It was cool. It was cool. Oh, yeah. That's right, man. It was cool, yeah. Who talks like that? Someone talks like that, don't they? Who is it? Who talks like that? Ah, that's it. It's the pigs. Do you remember the cartoon, the raccoons? And the pigs would say, "It's the raccoon, Mr. Sneer." Or he'd be like, "Oh, who's knocked the door?" "It's the raccoon, Mr. Sneer. He's here again." "Oh no, Mr. Sneer." Yeah, it was the pigs from the raccoons. So Mark's got some shit text, told to take it from the rest of the homepage from the old site. We'll discuss it with them once we do first. Yeah, cool. Yeah, cheers. Yeah, we can do that, but I still feel like they haven't actually told us where the images go, have they? And it might be that it's the same images they got on their old one, but then that just means there's a lot of time lost with looking at the old site, looking at what image they had there, then looking at the new site. And I think they need to kind of think, right, imagine you had a client who wanted concrete pouring and they were like, yeah, just look at our old building that's 10 miles away and imitate that over here. They'd be like, what? No, we're not going there to look at what you did there to imitate. No, we need to know for here. Do you remember the raccoons? Do you remember the raccoons, everyone? That was a great cartoon. When was that? 86? No. It was, I remember it in 88. And I'll tell you why I remember it in 88. No, it wasn't even 88. It was 88. I'll tell you why I remember 88. On my 10th birthday, I opened my first TSB bank account. And when I opened my TSB bank account, because I was 10 years old, they gave me a free comic. And the comic was The Raccoons. Because that was the cartoon at the time. The Raccoons. Mr. Sneer! God, brings back memories, doesn't it? Gummy bears, from the cats, Transformers. Wasn't that big of a fan of the Smurfs. Fan of, yeah. He-Man. Defenders of the Earth. Ulysses. Bloody hell, that was one hell of a cartoon. I don't even think that ever ended properly. Ulysses 31, I think it was called. The Mysterious Cities of Gold. I know they redid it later on. You know, about 10 years ago, they redid it. But wow, that was a cartoon, wasn't it? That was epic. The Mysterious 7 Cities of Gold. Yeah, TSB. What's the best firewall plugin for WordPress? Hey, Razva. I normally go WordFence. There is that other plugin. What's it called? All-in-one security and firewall plugin, I think it's called. There's that one as well. That's completely free. It's called All-in-one security and firewall plugin. You can't miss it. It's completely free. It's a really good plugin as well. So there you go, Razva. All-in-one security and firewall. It's the actual words and, A-N-D, not ampersand, okay? But if you just Google it, all-in-one security firewall plugin, you'll find it. Hey, 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 what's going on? I said, hey, yeah, 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 hey, hey, hey. I said, hey, what's going on? Da 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 da. I said, hey, what's going on? And I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I say, hey, hey, hi. I said, hey, 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 what's going on? Right. Where do I find CSS codes? Do you mean for your website? Or do you mean just generally? So you can right click, inspect the page, and then you'll see it will give you some of the code. The best thing to do, Ed, is do this. So let me just give you a video, Ed. Right, watch this video, Ed. Let me just get the video. Let me just get YouTube open here. Let me shut down the sound. Otherwise, you're all going to whinge at me when I do this. So you want to what? So you want to go to Site Origins CSS, right? This is super awesome at giving you the code that you need, right? You need to watch this video, right? Watch this video, Ed. Ed, there's the link. Watch that video. Ninja Firewall. I don't know much about Ninja Firewall. Never tested it. Not sure about that one. Truck in front of the cathedral. Okay, cheers. Truck in front of the cathedral. I'll make a note of that, Mark. If you have an idea, Mark, yeah, I mean... Yeah, so watch that video, Ed, okay. That video is not... The Site Origin CSS doesn't give you the answer, but what it does is when you pick a page and then you click on any of the widgets, whatever, it then tells you what element it is, and then it gives you a window to modify, and when you modify, it writes the CSS code for you. It writes it for you. Half my codes I've done via that. I'm not a brilliant CSS coder, but this helps me out a lot. And you know what? That's not a bad thing. Yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? Hey. Right, okay. Sorry for the noise, everyone. I'm just trying to... I'm feeling a little bit tired today. Can anyone tell that I feel tired? So when I go tired, I go a little crazy. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, though, I mean, if you can just... Email me the, I think you did, I have to check. Email me who that website was they liked, Mark. Remember that was one you said they liked? Because all we've got to do, you see, is just look at current, old, and then just stitch it up. And then, hero banner, you know, the cathedral, whatever. Just go from there, really. Because I don't think they had a huge amount of content on their homepage, to be honest. I don't think they had a lot of content, really. Cool. I said, hey, what's going on? Oh, I'll tell you what, though. When I heard yesterday that Putin was getting his nuclear deterrence ready, I thought, oh dear. Oh dear. Let's not go there. Let's not do that, okay? Let's just take it easy. Take a step. What the heck? I just went through my Facebook and email messages. I know about your ones, Mark, coming through, but there's loads of other stuff come through. Breaks my flow, people. Analytics for WooCommerce. What do you think about Monster Insights? Nah, don't like it. I'll tell you why I don't like it. I feel like it just repeats a lot of what I could get with Google Analytics and Search Console and stuff like that. And you already have the WooCommerce Analytics as part of WooCommerce products and all of that stuff as well. I just feel like it's overkill. There are some things you can add into your website because it comes with part of WordPress, right? 9 times out of 10 when you install WordPress, you're going to get Jetpack, you're going to get WP Forms, and you're going to get Monster Insights. I get rid of all 3. Don't need them. Jetpack, you can jetpack out of here. Monster Insights, I'm going to hunt you down. WP Forms, if you're using Elementor and Elementor Pro, you don't need WP Forms. Seriously, you don't need it. It's a very archaic system. Have you ever used WP Forms? It's so outdated, its interface. But you don't need it, SS. You don't need it. You get it with WooCommerce orders, products, purchases, highest order, lowest order, whatever, right? Okay. Most best-selling item. You got Google Search Console, Google Analytics. Watch our Rank Math video. If you've not watched our Rank Math video, you're missing out. We released it last week about Search Console, Analytics. Get those all in, and you won't need Insights. You won't need it. Insights is just a third-party application which will add on bloat to your website. Whether you like it or not, it adds bloat. People go, oh, Elementor's bloat. It ain't Elementor. It's not always Elementor. But you don't need it, all right? So I'm advising you to ditch it. Well, don't use it. Don't use it, all right? Right, let me just upload this page. Home page review of a site. Desktop, mobile, page speed, insights. I hope the person I'm doing this for doesn't get upset or angry because there's quite a lot of stuff they've got to improve on it. A lot of spacing issues, contrast, accessibility. A lot of people ignore accessibility in terms of wording or images and how it looks. And I say you've got to take it seriously. You have to take it seriously. And when you got white font on a grayscale image, but the brightness of the grayscale image conflicts with the white font, either you change your font, either you add a shading to the font, whatever, or a shadow, or you add a dark black overlay and you drop the transparency. You've got to take that seriously. It's a big thing. Google do assess it on that as well. You do know this, right? They do assess it on that as well. If your website is got really bad accessibility, contrast issues, you're going to get hit. What's going on? Does anyone remember that song by Crash Test Dummies? I can't think of any other song they did except that one where it was a great video as well. I remember it was about people who were there wasn't something wrong with them, but there was they weren't being taken seriously or something. I can't remember. Something like that. And it was it's just a hum. They used to hum in the chorus, but it was really, really good. It was one of my standout songs in 94. I think it was 94. Yeah, I think that's what it was, 94. That was a great year, actually, for songs. Oh, right, let me just do the tags on this to upload. Homepage review, page review. There we go. Elementor home page. Right, let's get next. I just remember, I think they were in a theatre? No. A school hall. I think there was a stage behind them. There was 4 or 5 of them, 4 of them, playing guitar, sat on chairs. One of them had a drum, I think. And he had long hair. And it was the year where you had the 4 non-blondes as well. Hey, what's going on? In fact, I think that was the year one of my favourite dance songs came out. Nightcrawler. Was it Nightcrawler? No, was it Nightcrawler? I don't even know what the chorus was. It sounded like, dear Liza again. Dear Liza falling through. I don't even know what they're saying. I could never understand. It's the guy, he's in like a limousine and there's women or whatever dancing with him as well. Dear Liza again. That was a great CD. The mixes on that CD for that song were top notch. Do I use staging before updating plugins or theme? Yup. So I have a staging site which has got 40 plugins on. 40 plugins. And it is basically nearly all the plugins I've used elsewhere and other stuff as well, right? And when Elementor Pro, WordPress, anything comes out, it's got some real pages on there as well. I update and I check it out. And if it's okay, I then go through my other websites. But I am also make sure that all of my other websites have a backup as well. So if something goes down or there's an issue, there's a backup to get us out of a problem. Because that is pretty important. It's important to have a backup, trust me. If you're not doing backups, and so many people on the Elementor Facebook group, oh, my website's gone down. Where's your backup? Oh, I haven't got a backup. And you go, where's your backup? That's it. Yeah, Nikos, that's the one. Crash Test Dummies. Great song that was. That was a great song when that was out. I love it when there's a meaning to a song. I love it when there's meaning. Soft Culus. No, I don't use that. Don't use that. I use SiteGround server. Hey Gerald, I have a SiteGround server, so I get backups for our websites. Or when our clients don't, if we're not helping them with their hosting, then I always advise them where to go. But they got to make sure they get backup because I don't want the website to go down and they come to us. And then they go, oh, but you built the website. Shouldn't you keep a backup? It's like, no. You know, if your host hasn't got it, then we would have installed Updraft. But then even then, it needs to link to your Google account. Because unless you're paying maintenance, why would we look after your backups? So, Gerald, you need to watch this. I mean, this is not, okay, don't get me wrong, right? This does not go into it in a individual way of every single CSS or JS. But if you watch this video, right, let me just schedule this for a moment. Schedule. Right, if you watch this video and you follow the steps, this will sort out 99% of it. And that's all you need to worry about. So you got to watch this video I'm about to put on here for you, okay? You need to watch this video. You need to watch this. Because if you don't watch it, I can't help you. I can't help you, Gerald. You need to watch that video, all right? But at the same time, I did another video on... Was it Saturday? I think I did it. What should you do before you build a page? So before you build a website, your sections, your columns, your content, all of that, get your plugins early, test it out. And when you have a blank page with just, so you got Perf Matters and Asset Cleanup. I don't use Perf. Perf Matters is good. However, I use Auto-Optimize. So I use Asset Cleanup, but I use Auto-Optimize. Perf Matters, WP Rocket, Auto-Optimize. Use whichever one you like the best. But what you need to do is get them in. And then when you have a blank page, right? No header, no footer, blank page. You drop a heading in. One heading, and you test your score. And if your score is not 100 or 99%, don't do anything else. Rerun it again. Double check. Is there a plugin you've loaded that's bloating it? Do you need to do asset cleanup? Sort it out. Then you move through section by section by section by section. And when you get to the bottom of your homepage with your footer, you should be over 90%. Over. And if you're not, if you systematically checked your score, section after section, and I know it sounds boring, but if you do it, you'll know the minute the score's dropped. Run it again. Run it 6 times. And if the score keeps staying low, You need to go, right, what was it in that section I just built that's pulled me down? For the desktop or the mobile? Because you do that, when you come to build every other page, which is a copy of your home page, modified, you're okay. You don't need to lose sleep over it. You know your home page is as good as it's going to get, you're happy. But if you've built it, and then you add in the plugin, then you optimize, you're going to be going like needle in a haystack sometimes. Is this, is that, is this, maybe that, maybe that. So, of course, yes. I watched a video we did about 2-3 days ago. Exactly what we do. Blank page, heading, check. We then do the header, check. Do the hero banner, check. And when I say check, I mean mobile responsiveness. Then we do the page speed insight. Because once you get your sections to work for the mobile and you duplicate that section and readjust it, half the stuff is done for you. The paddings, the font sizing, whatever, it's done for you. And here's a really big tip for all of you out there. Massive tip. You know when you build your hero banner and you put in your header and your subheader, or you do your text wherever, and you've decided on your typography, and you've done your mobile, you've done all of the perfect stuff. Right-click that widget, right-click it, and save it as a global widget. So for that website, because it won't be for all of your sites, it will just be for that website. When you go to widgets, and you need to drop in a text editor, you go to global widgets, and you drop the text editor there. That has now got your fonts, your sizing, blah, 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 magic, everything. You want a button. Once you've created your perfect button, you right click and save it as a global widget. You want to do another button on another page, you drop it in. Image. Are all of your images going to be a certain size and a certain shadow effect? Border radius. You right click and save it as a global widget. 2 pages later, oh, I want another image. You don't drop image in, you drop the global widget in. It's done. Efficiency. Productivity. Does that make sense? Hey, Ramsey. No, but the reason I say existing ones is that, so Gerald, my question is, well, what I'm trying to say is, when you optimize and work through an existing page, it takes far longer because you're trying to work out, well, what was it? What if your page has got 8 images? You're trying to work out, well, where's the problem? You'll get a clue, but you've got to go through it bit by bit by bit. But if you start with a blank page, right? And this is the thing about one of the problems with too many YouTube videos out there, too many tutorials, influencers. They go, yeah, let's get your website built in 30 minutes. Template, job done. Woo, good, great. And then they talk about responsiveness or page speed. And I say flip it the other way. Flip your mindset the other way. Blank page, heading, test, check mobile, test it. But the global widgets, right? Because if your website has got tons of text, right? And you're very clinical on your sizing for the desktop, the tablet, the mobile, in terms of the fonts, the REM, the typography, whatever. Why would you want to redo it again? Or you're going to open another page, copy, go back, paste style. Paste style is fine, but you've got to copy, open a page, scroll to it, copy it, go back, or it might already be open in another window, but you're still clicking paste style. Or you could do global widget, drag. Right? Which one are you going for? So Ramsey, back to your question. What's your recommendation for linking a product image to an external URL? Well, you just drop in an image. Put the product in there, whatever you want, and then the link for the image will go to an external URL. image, it could either be you pick a product image or you hit the dynamic stack, bottom right corner. You pick your stack and you pick a WooCommerce product with the drop down. And then you'll have the section for the URL, which goes to your URL. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, my friends? It better make sense. Sometimes when I'm talking, it really tires you out. You're like, oh, what's the next question? So Ramsey, right, so you got an image, right? So where's this image? Yeah, but where's the image going to sit? Is the image on a single product page? Or is it just an image on any page? So you're saying product image, but where's the product? Where's the image? Right, so if it's in the product shop, then you got it. Yeah, but Ramsey, you got to go to single product template. And then you'll have the product image widget, right? And if you want the image to go elsewhere, you're going to have to be really, really clever here. You're going to have to drop in an image, right? Get rid of the product image widget and drag in the image widget. Then use the dynamic stack to pick the WooCommerce product and then do the URL. That's what you got to do. Because a single product template has a product image. The widget is called the product image. Get rid of it. Drag in a normal image. Pick your image using the dynamic stack. And then pick your URL. So tell me, have you done all of those steps? Got rid of the product image, the widget. Dragged in a normal image widget. Used the dynamic stack or whatever tags to get your WooCommerce image. And then have you done the URL link? So 4 things. Have you done that? That's my tummy. Can you imagine me grumbling? Did you hear that? Did you hear that in the microphone? My tummy grumbling. I don't know. I've never had to do that. You'll have to test it out. You'll have to test it out. I don't think it will. It might do, but especially if you're trying to get it to go to a different link per image, I don't think it will. I think you're going to have to create a special template just for that product. And when you display conditions, you set it to only display for that product. So what you might have to do something a bit different, like a tab, something like a tab where you have the image, and when you pick from the variables, the variations, it changes the image to have a link. But you're going to have to work on that with a that's a specialist bit of work you got to do there, and you have to test it out. It's not something that any of my clients have ever asked for, and it's something I would say you're going to have to be a bit careful on how you do that. Yeah, you see, I don't like to mess around with code in the cPanel or anything like that. I'm one of those ones where if I'm going to add any JavaScript, it's got to be really basic, so it doesn't do anything I'm not expecting. And if I add CSS, the CSS is for styling, and that's it. When you start to add in stuff like your cPanel or anything like that, all it takes is for one thing to go wrong, or a glitch, or something to not do what you were expecting, and you got problems. So is this something you want or your client wants? Because I've not really heard of anything like that. Here. Oh yeah, Jason, I got your link, by the way. I'm not going to share it on screen, okay, but I'm going to quickly open it. Are you there, Jason, by the way? If you're not there, Jason, just say, no, you're not there, and I'll do it when you're next around. But if you're there, Jason, let me know. Let me know, Jason. So today we've got to do a release review 2. What's your issues with Themify? Cool, Jason. Right, I'm going to quickly do it, but I'm not going to share the screen, okay? Unless I feel I really have to. But I'm going to say your logos are fine. Your color change at the top is fine. That's all good. I can't remember if I said do that or not, but whatever you've done, that's fine. Looks really good. Blends in nice with the hero banner as well. Have you checked with the Themify people, the developers? Have you checked with the Themify developers or their support forum, Ramsey? So your spacing when you jump down to the free backups cloud and leading app installer icons, those boxes are okay. You got your button, yep. I can see consistent. It just feels better. There's something about how it seems to connect better to the logo. You know that ready color. It just, you're going to say it's no different, but it just feels like it connects better now. Yep, look, that picture there, domain registration. That is so much nicer now. The image, the word, it's not like big image, big letter. That flows really nice. Really, really nice. Yeah, look, you know your home business plan with your circles. That's now spot on. Can you see the difference it makes when you increase your font size for the monthly, yearly, and the circles so that it's not squashed up? Big, big difference, isn't it? Yeah, see, look, it's working. It's working nicer now, much nicer. So look there, as a home page. No, actually, no, it works. I thought I was going to say something. I thought, no, it actually works. Totally works, doesn't it? And it's these little tiny things, and then suddenly, like right now, I'm not starting. I was staring at something. That's because I'm being really like picky, and I was like, actually, no, it's not. It's fine. It's fine. I was looking at the spacing of your 6 boxes, but actually, no, there is a little thing. There's a tiny thing. So you know your boxes. When I'm looking at it on a desktop, I'll tell you what you've got. I'll tell you what you've got here. I'll do it with my little ruler that I've got to measure. So your rows, I think your rows are about 22, 21 pixels apart in terms of rows, but your column is 17. And that 4 or 5 pixels, I can notice it. I feel like I'm noticing it. I don't think anyone else would, but I can see it. So when you look at your homepage, right, and you got those 6 boxes, the rows are about 4 pixels more than the column. Can you see what I mean if you look at it? And that's it. That is the only thing I would change. Then you're done. That's it. That's literally it. That's all I would change. You can just sort that out. Well done, mate. And I'm glad that helped. I'm really, really glad that helped you. So Themify, when you go to WordPress, you know, your plugins, it will say see details. When you click that, it takes you to the WordPress repository for the plugin where you would normally install it. There will be a tab called support or something. You click that and put your question in there. Do you see what I mean, Jason? I'm so pernickety. I'm like, so when I spot something, it just hits me and I'm like, do I let it go? I let it go. And then when I come back, I go, But it's such a small thing. But the rest of that page was really, really good. Really good. SS, back to Google Analytics. I need to set up e-commerce shopping behavior, such as when something is added to cart removed, where the specific customer came from, link search ad. Oh, I can't remember now. You need to add in a plugin for that. What's it called? No project. I can't remember. I really can't remember. Do a search on Google. There's a couple of plugins that do that. I can't remember now. What's the plugin called? I honestly can't remember. Yeah, no probs, Ramsey. No probs. Damn it, I can't remember. That's my tummy grumbling if anyone can hear. I don't like the way there's people on YouTube right now putting out videos. Elementor Pro for free. Lifetime activation. You know, and you know, when I see how many views and likes they get, it just makes me go a bit, really? You wanna base your business or your website design company, or you're a small business or a client's business, you wanna bank on someone saying, hey, here's a license for free for life. You're gonna have to pay for it, but even if you're only paying peanuts, you know, do you really want to play that game? Do you really want to do that? Is your business worth that? And if you're not willing to invest in your business as a web designer, or you're a whatever business and you're using Elementor, and you're not willing to invest in Elementor Pro, if that's what you want to use, or any software out there, then you're not serious about your business. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Got it? Right, let's just check the content here. And then I've got to do a review of hosting and send out some nasty emails. And then I'm going to make a start on a contracting page. Not contracting. One of our clients' pages. Have a stop and think about layout. I might even do it live. I might do it live, you know, as I'm building it. As I'm sat there going, what shall we do here? I might have a think about it and do it live. Maybe. Just so you get to see me working. Right, so is this website now live? Yes, it is. Let's publish it. We are now publishing this video. The video is now live, people. So I've just done a home. So Ibrahim, who normally joins in on our chats, he asked me to do a review of his website, and I've now done it. I've now done a review of Ibrahim's website. So I'm just going to reply to him and say, here you go, mate. Here you go. Da-da-da. Hey, okay. Da-da-da. Dun, dun, dun. Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? 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 Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? Hey, okay. Dun, dun, dun. Hey, you bet you didn't think of that, hey? We've come here for web guidance. Instead, we're listening to the most rubbish, bootleg cover version of Sesame Street. Who'd have known? And today, the letters are F, O, and the number 5. No. Oh, the highlight of when we were kids, eh? Sesame Street. God, you know, lunchtimes, eh? When you came, lunchtimes we used to come home for our dinner at school, I remember. It was always weird. Lunchtime, we come home, have our dinner and go back again. And we watched Let's Pretend, Rainbow, Puddle Lane, and you caught a bit of Sesame Street on the other channel before you had to go back to school. Puddle Lane. Who remembers that, hey? Puddle Lane. I think there was a wizard, and he sat in a tower and he would read stories. I think there was a story about... I think it was about the clock. No, the clock that struck 13. I seem to remember that one. I don't know. I have a weird brain, weird memory, I do. Can you tell me how to get for Sesame Street? That's my kind of like deep gothic version. A-okay. A-okay. So just did a review for someone, pumped that out onto YouTube, got to check some hosting details, and then I'm going to make a start on a new client website. We got the videos, we got the images, I've compressed and optimized them into WebP. There were 86 images, 15 megabytes in total, shrunk them down, get them all in, and then my tummy's making really weird noises today. Grumbling a lot, and then I'm going to hopefully bash out a home page, hopefully today. That would be really good. I might do that live today. Elementor homepage, no, an Elementor homepage, no, an Elementor site, an Elementor built site, homepage, review, and offering guidance to a designer for their desktop, mobile, and the page speed insights. Because that's what we need to do. Cool. This video does feel critical, I have to be honest. It does feel like I'm being really like, you got to do this, guys, but there's a lot of stuff that if you get it right, it can make a big difference in terms of how the website comes across. And if you care about your desktop, your mobile, and your retention on the website, it can make a difference, layout, and feel more professional. But yeah, I think I need to do a video. I think I need to do another video about global widgets a little bit more. About how you create your header, you create your text editor, your subheader, your buttons, your images, stuff like that. And if you right click and save it as a global widget, next time you come to use that widget, you're using your global widget. Can you think of the amount of time you would have spent adding in a new text widget every time you wanted a text one? Or you went back up and copy duplicated, or you copy paste style. How many times did you do that? How many times? Come on, how many times did you do that? 4 or 5 clicks you're doing, and then there's all the settings, typography, blah, 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 all of that. But you got it saved as a global widget. Drag. I forgot what I was going to say. Open it, drag. That's it. Right? Right? Does that make sense? Yeah? That's what you need to do. Because sometimes people say to me, oh, how'd you guys get so much done? You know what? You get a WooCommerce website built in 3 days. Basic websites, 1 day. A directory website, 4 days roughly. How'd you get it done so quick? Well, it's all about efficiency. It's about sorting out your mobile and your page speed score from the get-go on your homepage. From the get-go. Global widgets. So we don't have to keep redoing styles or going back and forth on pages. We've got it there. That is how you do it. That is how you do it. Okay? That's how you do it. That's how you do it, people. That's how you do it. There's no tricks. There's no gimmicks, right? It's just look at what you're doing now and can you find a better way of doing it? And if you can, implement it. Don't waste time. Make it happen. I was going to do another video, but I'm going to leave that for another day now, where I'm really going to let loose and have a rant about a lot of agencies that are employing what I call cheap labour. So they get people to design their website. There's nothing... I understand that, okay? I get that. And you could say, well, the amount of money I'm paying someone in India or Thailand or anywhere around the world is good for them. And that is okay. Nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. I get that. What I don't like is how there are some agencies in the UK that are employing people from the UK and they are paying them peanuts. So they're saying to them, I can get this built. I'm an agency. I can get this website built for £150, £200. No, £100, right? From someone abroad. I know you need the money and you need the work. I'll give it to you. UK business, UK, worker. Okay? But I'm only going to give you £250 or £200. Because I could get it done half price over there or somewhere. And the designer or developer is so desperate for work, they'll take it. And they'll do 3 to 4 to 5 days worth of work for £200. That is what I don't like, and there's a lot of that going on. There is a lot of that going on. Hey, George, how you doing? Right? Because there was someone who on Elementor said, oh, they needed work, and I went in. I went, oh, yeah, because, oh, yeah, why? What are you doing? What are you offering? And he goes, yeah, I've got someone. There's a student they employ, and they pay them £400 per website. And I was like, what? Is that a day? And he goes, no, it's about a week. So I was said, you're only paying him £400, but you advertise your websites are like £5,000. So you charge £5,000 for a website, but the key person, the designer, who's going to put it all together, you only pay them £400. He goes, yeah, because they're a student. They need the money. And I'm like, really? Really? So if, look, don't get me wrong. If the economy in, say, India is, say, £100, $100 for a website, let's just say. In Thailand, it's $100 or $50, whatever, right? Maybe someone in Africa is $100 as well. That's fine, because if that's the rate, if that is the right level, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but if that is the right level, okay, it comes down to, right, what's this going to be in India compared to what I pay in the UK? It's all down to, like, the right level of money. I know, okay, I went to Borneo 15 years ago, right, and I had, like, a double cheeseburger, chips and drink. And when I paid, it worked out to be 99p when you convert it back into UK money. I was like, what? But that's the economy. However, to then say, right, to someone in the UK or another country, well, because I can get it done for X somewhere else, I'm only going to pay you a little bit more. I don't care that the economy here or the scale of income or whatever is higher. And there's a lot of exploitation taking place where people know they can make someone feel desperate and then pay them as little as possible. I don't like that. I don't like that because it's just taking the mick, all right? And I would prefer it if people were a little bit more honest. Right, so that video's gone out. I've let him know. I've even put a link on it on our channel. Now I'm going to check some hosting. Got to check the hosting. So we got some clients where we do hosting. I need to now just check the what we're doing for them and when their renewal dates are. Just got to check all that out now. Oh, there's a car pulling in. Just checking who that is over there. Yeah, okay. Right, I'm just going to go grab a drink, okay? I'll be back in a moment, all right? Don't go anywhere. I'll be back in... I'm just going to put... back in 2 minutes. Just going to go grab a new Coke, because this Coke, Pepsi, is dying. Right, back in 2 minutes. And in case anyone's noticed, I am wearing my belt again. It's just my back belt. I'm starting to find that if I cycle a lot, it hurts the next day. So I've got to sort that problem out. But I'm back, okay? Got my Pepsi, got my peanuts. Going to start looking at some hosting. Yeah. Just got to... some clients we've got where we do hosting, just got to check when their renewal dates are or if anyone is late to pay. And if they are now due for a price increase. Which I know sounds dodgy, but it's not dodgy. Okay. Do you know how many emails I get every day by people saying, will you do a review of our new theme or our new plugin? And we'll give you an affiliate link. No, you can pay me for the video. And I will give you an honest review. So if I say this is good but it could be better, that's what I will say. But you're paying for my time to create the video, edit it and all that. What I'm not going to do is assess your plugin, realise your plugin or your theme is actually crap, rubbish, but I won't say that. I won't say it's rubbish or crap because I'll put an affiliate link in and I want people to buy it. So I won't criticise it, and that's why I don't like affiliate links. Because, if I did affiliate links like for a plugin that someone wants me to review and I want you to buy it, I'm not going to tell you the truth, am I? But I kid you not, 4 or 5 I get a day. I kid you not. And do you know how many have taken up my offer? Do you know how many have taken up my offer? 0. Do you know why they don't take up my offer? Because I tell them I want to be paid up front and I will be honest. And I'm not going to do an affiliate link. I'll put a link to your website, but it's not an affiliate link. And they go, oh, no. Oh, no. Some of them have even emailed me with a script. I won't name them, but some plugins have emailed me with a script for what to say about their plugin. I must talk about do. And I'm straight away like, but that's false. That's not true. I said, prove to me that's true. Oh, well, we're working on it. So you want me to say it, but you don't want me to say it's not ready yet. And then they get all high and mighty. No, this is our plugin. Who do you think you are? You're not even that famous. You've only got so many subscribers. Who do you think you are? And I'm like, yes, you're right. I only have so many subscribers. I'm still quite new. I'm growing. You approached me. You came to me, not me to you. But they are so aggressive. They get so defensive. And I'm like, no. Every review I do, if I think there's a fault or a problem, I'll point it out. The Elementor Cloud. Have you seen my video on Elementor Cloud? Have you seen it? There's a bit of a problem with it. You need to watch the video. It's really good, but there's a few things I think they need to work on. I'm honest. I'm not going to say to you, yeah, there's no problems, everything's perfect, because that's not real life. And if you discover a problem, and I don't say it, you're going to sit there going, how did he not find that problem? Has he misled us? And the minute someone misleads you, you don't trust them. And when I do live chats, when I do videos, when I do anything, I'm trying to build up trust with you. So all of these plugin and theme emailers, blah de blah de blah, you want to work with me, sort your act out, okay, and stop being deceitful. Because I don't do deceit. Because I have a degree in law. Okay, I don't talk about it, but I have a degree in law. So I can see through your shenanigans, alright? And whack it away. Please like you, Art Katie. Please like you. What do you mean, like you? You're okay, aren't you? Is there any reason I shouldn't like you? You're saying, please like me. What do you mean by that? Of course we like you. Unless you give us a reason not to like you. Then we're not liking you. But right now, you haven't given me a reason not to like you. I'm worried now. Why should I like you? Tell me, why should we like you? Right, just got to check out. So I've got to open a link to open up our web hosting. It's a very grey day today, but in some way I don't mind, because it just means that the light outside is not completely in your face. Right, so what's this? What's the red mean again? What did he mean by the red? Got ya. Ever since I left my day job, whenever I work on Excel, it feels weird. It just feels weird. It's like, oh, Excel. Hit the road. What's everyone working on today? I know you're finalising a site, George, so you carry on finalising, all right? Redesign. Nice one, George. Not George. Jason, sorry. Nice one. That's what I like to hear, mate. That's what I like to hear. Quinnell. Was it Quinnell? Quinnell. When did we renew them? I'm losing track of things now. When did we renew them? When did we renew them? When did we renew them? I think it was in October, wasn't it? So I'm just trying to think of a customer we did something for them. When did we do it? Losing track of time here. When did we do it? Sometime. It was quite a bit as well. No, it wasn't quite a bit, but there was something they had to pay. What was it? What was it? Oh, I might need to log into my personal account to check. Actually, it might be my email. Just checking some payment details for some hosting accounts and stuff. Just checking people. Damn it. What did we do here? What was their price they have to pay? Oh dear. It's not there. It's not there, is it? Oh, pain. Just trying to work out who paid. When did they pay for that? They must have paid for it. That one I know. That's signed off. It's right. I'm just going through my bookkeeping or accounts. Something is... Wasn't December. It was way before December. Wasn't that. Wasn't that. When was it then? When the heck was it? Here we go. Yeah, it's 480. Right, got it. Just got to check these prices. Does that make sure? No, 380. Right, so just sorting out. So we got 2 SiteGround servers. We used to do a lot of hosting for companies, but we've now moved away from that. We don't offer hosting anymore. It's so much more hassle, and now I advise clients where to go to get their hosting. Because it's good for recurring income, what you call passive income. But at the same time, you know when you're looking after loads of people and you got lots of websites, it becomes a bit of a headache. And I don't mean this in a bad way, but sometimes some clients take liberties of what they think they can get you to do for them. So we're just kind of like, we're just pushing back on that. We're just pushing back on that, basically. And believe me, it sounds harsh. It really, really sounds harsh. But thank you, Clues. It's because, well, I did my hair today. I did do my hair today. I did straighten it. But then it was windy outside. It was quite windy. So my hair was like kind of like, it was kind of like, you know, like all over the place like that. Like wind everywhere. So it's a bit annoying. So I just kind of just go. I've probably ruined it now. I've got to check my. God, I've ruined the look now, haven't I? Yeah, that'll do. Just got to put the hat on. There you go. You got a little bit of insight into my hair. I think there's going to be loads of clients here who are not going to be happy about this, but I have to say that I'm really sorry. You're going to have to go elsewhere. I love customer care. Don't get me wrong. Right? Do not get me wrong. I love to look after customers, but there's a lot of people we took on in the very, very early days, and you know, there's no repeat work. There's nothing much from them, and I have to be honest, the price we're offering, we offered then is so ridiculously low now that it just doesn't balance out for us to be spending time. So I'm going to say to them, look, you can still have our services, but you got to pay X, or you got to go elsewhere. That's just the way it is. What are they paying then? Yeah, they're paying 60, whatever. They're a block. They're a block. Anyone who's a block stays on a block. We leave them KPM. They are gone. They're gone now. Gone. They're no longer paying because they're gone. This one here better pay up because he is overdue. He's overdue. Better chase him up. Hey, dude, you've missed your payment. And if you don't pay, you're in trouble. So we've got to send out an email out to someone. Say, hey, mate, where's your payment? Do you know how many times when you chase customers up for their hosting, whatever, you get like, oh, yeah, I've not been paid. Oh, this, oh, that. And I hate to be really evil here. This is going to sound really evil. But I don't care. I really don't care. Because just like anything else where you have a direct debit or a standing order, you've got to pay for something. You've got to pay for it. If you're not going to pay for it or you're not going to make sure you got the funds in place, You're taking up my resources. You're taking up our team's resources. So here now I go with the dodgy emails, which are going to irritate people. But I don't mean to be funny, but someone should have paid on the 1st of Feb. So we're actually they've had 4 weeks, and it's our fault for not chasing it up. Do you know what I mean, George? And it's like, they go, oh yeah, but I ain't got the money. Oh yeah, I'm struggling. Oh yeah, the business isn't doing really well. I'm not selling as many products. I'm not on page 1 on Google. And I feel like saying to them, right, so you're struggling, but you do understand that if we don't get paid, we then struggle. So do you want me to absorb the cost? And then you have to say to them, look, if I do this for you, and I have 10 other companies that use the same similar excuse, and I let everyone off the hook for another month, you're still going to have your fish and chips. What about our income? And we have to pay for the servers too. We've got to pay for the energy costs and the upkeep and all of that. What? So are you happy for us to... Like one client, I said to him, right, okay, I said, I tell you what, until you have your money ready, I'll just take your website down. What? You can't do that? I go, well, if you're not paying, we take your website down. In fact, I will free of charge download your website using all-in-one migration, and using WeTransfer, I'll email you the website and you can do what you want with it. You've not lost it, but you can do what you want with it. Exactly, George. Exactly. That's what you do. Exactly. And people, they seem to have this like... Do you know what that mentality is, George? That's the same mentality when robbers, right? Burglars. When they burgle your car, your house or whatever, or they mug you or whatever, right? They burgle your house. If you ever ask them, don't you care about the family you upset, the fear, the trauma? They're like, no, they've got insurance. I don't care. It's all right. We got what we want, made money. They've got insurance. They can replace it. They get brand new stuff. We did them a favour. They don't care about the trauma. They don't care about the fact that if someone burgled my house and I had to use my insurance premiums go up. I'm now paying more. How's that fair? You got to be, George. And I'm basically going to say to loads of clients, look, you can either pay up front, okay? You can either pay a month. You can either pay up front, or you get a lovely discount if you. No, sorry. Let me get this right. If you pay up front, no. Let me get this right. If you pay monthly, it's more, but if you pay up front, you get a discount. And I've now realised that there was a lot of stuff we were doing, which I understand why we did it, because we had to compete against other people that were offering stuff left, right, centre. And then I remember my brain clicking into gear that, hold on, we're just racing to the bottom with cheap prices for no good reason. And, just because people see GoDaddy saying, yeah, for £1 a month, you have your domain and all of that, blah, 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 blah. If you go to someone and say, right, your monthly hosting is 30 quid a month or 35 quid a month, and that includes maintenance and whatever, they don't like that, do they? They don't like that. So they go, oh, but I only have to pay GoDaddy £1. I go, fine, go there then. And in the past, I'd be like, oh, no, don't worry. We can do a better deal for you. But now I'm like, no, fine. You want to go there? Go there. Don't care. You still want to use us? Fine. Just make sure your GoDaddy account has backups, SSL, staging sites, and is not limited or anything, WordPress. Make sure it's fine. And then they're like, what? SSL? What is that? An adult shop? No, SSL. But what is it? Sounds like S&M. Sadomasochism. No, SSL. I don't get it. Yeah, it's kind of the way you got to be, George. And right now, I'm going to get a lot of stick the minute I send these emails out. So I've got to word my emails in a lovely, lovely way. I mean, the way I word it now is I say to them, right, here's the price increase, or here's your overdue, and I just say, can you confirm if you still want your price, if you still want your website to be live or to be removed, and then I put the options. So options are, and I go for number 1, you pay. Options are pay the hosting, and the site stays up. Or if they want me to download, I'll do that, but then they've got to pay to download. So I then have a fee I charge them for me to stick the plugin in, download it for them, and get it over to them in WeTransfer. And loads of people might do that for free, and we used to do that for free, but now I'm sort of going, well, hold on a second. That's maybe half an hour, 45 minutes of my time, you know, getting it, checking it, then WeTransfer, all of that. And I kind of go, hold on. That's our time. Your time is value for money, okay? Not value for money. Your time is worth money, okay? It's worth something. They won't care if I'm Imran. Trust me, when some of these clients find out that I'm going to say, look, from April, we're having to increase the costings due to other costs and whatever, energy, all of that. I'm really sorry. We have to increase it. But you have the option of staying or taking your website elsewhere. So you're not locked in with us. You can go elsewhere. It's up to you. I think I'm going to get a lot of like pow back. And of course, what I'll do is I'll recommend to them that they can go to SiteGround because that's what I use if they want to do it themselves. And you put in a SiteGround affiliate link, right? So if they do it, hopefully you get something back for it as well. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just clever marketing. But I'm not ripping them off. I'm just letting them know that, look, prices have changed. They got a dirt cheap deal. I mean, it's ridiculously cheap. And I just think that there needs to be a not a reckoning. That sounds weird, doesn't it? A reckoning. It's not a reckoning, but I think they need to pay for it. I just feel like, you know, we've just been too good. I really do. You know, I just think that I just think we have been too nice and too good for our own good for so long, and I am done with the whole low budget hosting options we did. I really am, because it's not worth my time. And the minute you start to reduce the value of your time, you're stuck in a rut. You know, and yeah. Sorry. I'm really, really sorry. But, you know, that's life. Just thinking about how to word this. Download your website. Number 2. Hey Jimmy, how you doing? I've been live for 1 hour and 49 minutes. 1 hour 149. There we go. 149. 149. Transfer to domain user. Number 4. So download, send your Wordpress row, upload the all-in-one migration to your new server location, to your new installation. Check your website is working fine. There is an annual charge, but I think it's about £36. Yes, what's on? Saint Monk DT. Hey, hey. I'm working in Elementor for a company. I would like to know about the scope of Elementor or WordPress. So you're working in Elementor for a company. So tell me more about, hey Jason, so tell me more about the company. So tell me what you mean by you're working in Elementor for a company. Because you're saying the scope of Elementor or WordPress. So if you're working with Elementor, tell me what you're doing with it. How experienced are you with it? How experienced are you with WordPress? How long have you been designing? Do you normally use Wix or Squarespace or Divi or whatever? So what's your role? What are you doing? Because what I say is best answered if I know more about you. It's like someone saying to me, I work in a swimming pool. Tell me about the benefits of swimming. I'd be like, huh? Well, how long you been a swimmer and all that? So tell me. I'm okay, Jason. Oh, sorry, you're saying to Jimmy. I'll let you two talk. So when you say, right, you work in Elementor for a company, tell me more about don't have to name the company, but what does the company do? How long are you working there? What's your role? What's your experience of web designing? Stuff like that. I've actually got a phone call with the Elementor people today. What time's my meeting? Oh shoot! I've got a meeting 11:30. I've got to jump off. Right, I've got to go, people. Bye, bye, bye. I forgot. I've got a meeting with Elementor. Bye, 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 bye. Bye.